I don't know. It's turned into a daily thing, huh? Welcome to the daily live stream where I play your games. Today we're going to play 3 really fun games. I'll share them with you in a bit. It's going to be a lot of fun because we're not only going to review the games, but we're also going to review their Steam pages. And that's going to be honestly one of my favorite parts because we can review the marketability of a game. And frankly, if the marketability is not there, it's going to be kind of hard to sell the game, even if the game is decent, right? Come on in, guys. Come on in. Hey, I wanted to say a huge, like a mega thank you. A mega thank you to John S., Anthony P., Victor, Saf, Thanawat, Jiri, Elder, Wing, Nikita, Mimo, Raphael, Henry, Adam, Joseph, Mason, David. Thank you, but also because we have a few seats left. I think there's 20 left out of the 150. Hang on one sec. That's the wrong screen. I got a new... I wanted to show you guys something. I got a really cool new... it's like a new monitor, but it's also in front of my camera. It's like a teleprompter, but it's in front of my camera. So it was just showing that. It's so cool. Like right there, I can see my screen, which is so cool. But anyway, long story short, we have, I think 20, I personally have 20 seats left for full-time game dev. And that is for real, by the way. I just checked the numbers. We have 20 seats left. And then also I extended the sale for 23 hours because we have these seats left and I wanted you guys to be able to fill those up. So if you're interested in joining full-time game dev and getting the New Year's sale, which is 50% off the entire program, plus as part of the promotion, you get 2D and 3D Art Pro completely free. And you also get my Stream My Game program completely free, which teaches you how to reach out to streamers and get them to actually play your game. That is free too. Man, it's a really cool program. There's like 4,000 students worldwide, and it's taught by an actual indie game developer who knows what he's talking about. I'm not perfect, and I can't promise anything, but I can just tell you, look, this is what my students have achieved. Chris Stair went full-time. He actually signed with Humble Games. Bart Mamzar got over $100,000 in funding to go full-time for his game. Everflux Games got funded on Kickstarter. And actually one of my students, who was it? Ah, yes. This individual did a game called Catatomic Game. They just mentioned it. I wanted to shout them out today. This game got funded as well. So right here, they just mentioned to me, they're one of my students, and they said, we got funded, we're so excited. So $16,000 raised, which isn't like a ton, but it's definitely a successful campaign, and I'm super proud of them. And they said they used the course to do that. That's pretty cool, you know? So anyway, long story short, this live stream is sponsored by my course, Full-Time Game Dev. Seriously, you got 23 hours left, and there's 20 seats left. So if you're interested, now's the time, you know. Once Black Friday and New Year's are basically the same sale event for me. They come once a year. After this, you know, it's going to be until Thanksgiving before we do another big sale like this. So check it out below. All right, guys, let me take a look at the chat. Thanks for listening to me do my ad reads, by the way. It helps support the channel, supports the podcast as well when you guys enroll in the course, and it means a lot to me, so thank you. Let me go ahead and pull the chat up. I just want to make sure everybody's happy. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I'm working with this new monitor, and I'm really excited about it, but I want to see, how do I get a pop out of this chat? Come on. Let me see here. By the way, guys, how are you doing? Is anybody working on a game right now? How are you doing with your game career and your pursuit of indie games? How are we doing? I'm going to upload a new thumbnail here, and then we're going to get started. The games we're going to play today are called, one of them is called Beer Runner, the other one's called Sinus, and the other one is called Anti-Shoot. Just while I get this thumbnail updated here. Sorry, I'm a little lost right now. Where is my thumbnail? There it is. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get the chat pulled open. I got this new monitor, so I have to pull up a different chat because it's too small. Is it laggy too today? Man, Thomas. No, your internet sucks, dude. Does the internet suck? Let me see here. I think we're okay, right? Is it laggy right now? Okay, I guess we're okay. I guess we're good. All right, I'll let that be. I'm gonna do the pop out chat here. There we go. Bring it over to my new monitor here, and now I can read the chat. Yay! It's right there. Cool. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and start with our first game, Beer Runner. The first thing that struck me about Beer Runner is the new monitor 4K. No, I kind of want to take a picture of it. I wish I could show it to you guys. It's a teleprompter, and the monitor's down below the camera, and there's a mirror, a clear mirror that you're looking through right here, and I can see the monitor on the mirror, and so I can look at you guys and read your chat. So I can look at you while reading the chat, which is a big deal. You know, I haven't been able to do that for 6 years. I'm working on a new survival horror game. That's from Kiri. That's awesome. All right. Thomas, your new content is awesome. Great work with your new YouTube approach. Hey, I really appreciate that. It's been really validating to see just two kinds of content be the only thing I need to do. It's hard. It's very, very hard to come up with brand new content on a weekly basis or twice a month, devlogs or top 10 videos, that kind of thing. So, you know, I'm really, really grateful that and what's so cool about the podcast, guys, just for those of you who are curious, podcasts are like wonderfully delicious content, both for the creator and for the viewers. And the reason why is you can have an hour and a half podcast and it gets a ton of views, and then you cut it up into like 3 clips and then it doubles the views. So you get twice as many views for your YouTube channel. And on top of that, you have a guest who retweets and sends out to his audience. So this is why podcasts are so freaking valuable. They are insanely valuable. And so but they're not, I will say they're not easy to do. They're really not easy to do. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look here at, when I say they're not easy to do, you kind of have to, man, this sounds egotistical. You have to have sort of a conversational bone in your body. You have to understand like how to guide a conversation. Okay. Thomas is so on it with the lives. Yeah, I sure am. Okay, so one of my big issues with this Beer Runner game is, and then we'll jump into the hook and everything, but it doesn't look like that's the hook. It took me about a minute to figure out what this was here. And when I critique stuff and when I'm hypercritical, I'm genuinely doing it, and my hope is that it really does help Lord Dora Games, DRW Games. My goal is not to be mean. My goal is to help. I don't see anything in this visual that says, hey, this game's about running beer. Jump, run, and climb over obstacles to deliver a keg of beer. I see a sci-fi game. I don't see a fun beer delivery game. So there's 2 options here. The first one is to get rid of the beer and make it a bomb. The second option is change it graphically so that it feels more like that's the hook. So here's an example. I'm going to go to Grok here. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask Grok, we're going to say, hey, draw me a stylized anime image in a cyberpunk city of a delivery boy wearing a red hat and a box red backpack full of beer to deliver. We might need to say soda. It might stop it. So this is an example, guys, of knowing what your hook is, knowing what the single sentence pitch is, and then letting that convert to the game's imagery. So you don't start with the imagery and go backwards. You go forwards from the single sentence hook. This is awesome. This is so good. So I want this one to be the image we choose. Okay? So guys, let me show you an example of how we could make this hook much stronger. Because I think a delivery service that delivers beer is kind of funny. I don't think it's enough of a hook, but there's something there. And so what I'm going to do here is that we're just going to talk about like, okay, what could the thumbnail actually look like and what could the style of the game look like? You could find an asset and then put a square, an asset of like an anime character with a red cap, and then you could just create a backpack full of beer, and that's your humanoid character. Do we have anybody in the chat who is let me ban you. I'm going to ban this individual because they're annoying me. They're ruining the whole thing. Put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. There we go. Okay, let's paste this here. All right. And I'm going to clean this up here. We're going to do stylize. And by the way, guys, why am I doing this? I'm trying to show how a visual and a visual hook, a mechanical hook, and a story hook can all be represented in a single image. Okay. And right now that capsule art is not showcasing this. So we're going to call this beer runner. Do I recommend using AI art? No. I'm just showing this for concepting purposes. Okay. And then we're going to have something like that. And something you could do, by the way, with capsule art, layering is your best friend, guys. Layering is your absolute best friend. So let me show you an example of layering for capsule art. You can do something like this. Make sure you show the hook. Okay, there's the hook, the beer. And then what you do is you just put, maybe we could do 2 here, 2 lines. And I'm not just being random here. I'm trying to show you guys the value of showcasing your hook in the visuals of the game. And then this right here, we just scale it up and blur it. Maybe we can go a little bit bigger. Beer runner. So this to me says, okay, I get it. I get the style and I get the hook, right? It's very clear. Okay, so there's that versus, give me a sec here. I need to close my Discord. Versus, where's beer runner? Hold on. This. Do you guys see the difference here? Now, all that means, seriously, all this means is if we watch the trailer here. Where's the trailer? There's no trailer. I don't know why. I saw it earlier. All that means is this humanoid character would be changed to one boy with a red cap. Does that make sense? And he's like running and he's got beer in his backpack. And you could make it really fun. Like a fun animation where the beer's bouncing on his back. So that's the idea here. The goal of this little portion of today's review is to help the developer know just how important. You can even make this black and white. You can do that. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's copy this here and bring it over to the Steam page. And hopefully we could see how valuable this is. So change the humanoid character to a boy, like a pizza delivery boy. and suddenly the whole game. I mean, this, by the way, this style of this boy would work in this environment because there's like cell shaded lines. Full disclosure, I have not played this game yet, so let's go ahead and open it up and start playing, and we'll see if I can figure it out in real time. Let me put my headphones on. You guys think that's better? What if you take AIR and trace over it with a pencil? I would say that that actually feels better, or like tracing over it in Photoshop and repainting it. I mean, is that any different than, well, it is different, but like it's similar to something that Norman Rockwell would do. Norman Rockwell, he would take photographs of people and then trace over them. Okay, let me go ahead and put on my headphones really quick, guys. Check 1, 2, and 2. Whoa, it's super quiet. It's really quiet. I don't know why. Wow. Guys, can you imagine the humanoid character here being that boy? It's like Ash from Pokemon, but he's got his backpack on. And he's got the beer in the back. And he's like a delivery boy. But right now we're like, wait, why am I a weird robot? Maybe I'm wrong here, so let's take a look. I don't know what this means. What? Oh, this is a brightness slider. This is a difficult brightness slider, to be honest. I can't even read what that says. What's the goal here? I guess the middle one. Save, okay. Play. New game. All right, here we go. Rain Tanine. What? Loading. Wow, the frame rate's like 30. I wonder why. Is there a lock? Yep. Man, Thomas, you are just a genius. All right, let's go back in time here. Why would they lock it at 30? Okay, that's a big issue. It should be locked at 60. Honestly, it feels really good. Guys, can you imagine this humanoid character as Ash with a backpack of beer? It would be so much funner. Just in that visual alone. Pick up beer cans, rise, increase. Use the word increase. Increase your score. Yeah, we want it to be like a pizza delivery boy, but it's beer. Okay, it's really hard to see. So let's go ahead and go to the graphics here. So the brightness, you can't increase the brightness in the menu. Wait, there we go. There we go. Got it. Save. Okay, good. I kind of wish the climbing was faster. Like really fast. And he pops up. You want it to be pretty reactive. Like twice as fast. And I also want to hear sound too. Excuse me. Okay, so far graphically the game, I think that it truly is the character art that's just so much of an issue for me. I feel like the ambience and the sound could use some work, but I'm going to give some compliments to, I think the environment looks interesting. The platforming feels really good. It's nice, and the measurements are good. So like that sprint jump was perfect. There's no, it doesn't feel like the developer just drug a bunch of assets into the scene. It feels like it's built for the platforming, which is really good. I think the game is really missing. The lighting feels kind of flat, and I don't know why. But the music and the ambience aren't working for me. We'll talk about it in a sec here. Okay, so within the first 5 minutes, you should pretty much have the hook established and introduced. You got to really capture my attention. Browery? What's a browery? What's a browery? There's the elevator. Okay, let's talk about music really quick. I'm going to mute it. The music and the ambience. It sounds like I'm in a field. Do you hear that? So there's a real disconnect with the ambience. So instead, here's what I think the ambience should be. So we're going to turn the SFX down for now. And I want to show you guys what you can do to make this really come alive. And this is no small thing. We talked about this yesterday. This is really no small thing. So cyberpunk, or how about just city ambience? You want the sound of car horns, shouts, dogs barking. Check only up game. It's from that, by the way. A bowery is it said browery. Okay, here we go. So first you could start with the sound of a city. Hang on, I'm going to find it. Okay, and then we would also choose, hold on one sec, we would choose cyberpunk music. Okay, so hang on. We're going to find a perfect little set here of sound and music. Cyberpunk music or synthwave, you could do synthwave. Let's do synthwave. Here we go, or retro wave. Turn all of it down. Do you guys see how much funner it is already? Hang on, sorry. I love that running though, that feels good. The music already makes it feel like 10 times better. How do I get past this? Can't get past that, okay. And you can even turn it down. You know, we could turn down the music a little bit. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I would highly consider reworking the lighting. Let me show you an example of how this lighting could look 10 times better. Let's go to Photoshop here. Oh, thank you, Tuckmac. Tuckmac says, excited for your short horror film. I think you would like Spanger Lore Luke Ray on Instagram. If you haven't seen his stuff, I haven't. Alright, so what you can do with this, guys, is you could darken the game and increase the saturation significantly of one area. So for example, you could make this have a neon sign with a giant up arrow just to justify a vibrant hit of green light like this. Okay, I'll even show you how you could show it. All you need is a PNG with an emissive on it. That's all you need. So I could do up arrow, or elevator, so that there's no confusion. It's just an elevator. You can do this, watch. I just want to show you guys how valuable lighting is and how you can use it to make the game feel way more unique. Because right now it feels very flat. It doesn't feel like a cyberpunk city. So let me show you how you can use lighting to do that. Here we go. So this would be a quad. And we do this at Twisted Tower. It would be neon. You could even do just a stroke, even. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Rasterize it. Kill the white. Whoops. Rasterize the layer style. And you guys know I'm a visual person. I'm very visual, so that's why we focus so much on visuals. And visuals and music and sound are my sort of forte, so I focus a lot of that during my live streams. That's what I focus primarily on. And if you don't like that, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. That's just my forte. And I would hate to give advice about something that I don't understand. So these are the things that I really understand. Okay, now watch this. This is going to blow your mind. Ready? On the other side, you do ambient lighting inside this area of teal. Do you see? So that's how you can use lighting to really pump up the feeling of this game. This is what it was. See? This is what it can be. Does that make sense? All right. Let's keep playing. All right, we got the elevator to go up. I thought we did. How do we do this? Is it a puzzle or am I just being dumb? Press E to pick up barrel. Whoa. What's going on down there? So this is my beer. What do I do? I guess I deliver it upstairs, maybe? How do I drop it? Okay. Bring it down. Excuse me. Here it comes. Yeah, there's a miss of... There's just not enough sound there. So maybe I need to deliver this upstairs? I don't know what that thing is at the bottom of the left-hand corner. What is happening? What do I do? I guess I need to go somewhere up there, maybe? What? Okay, so this is sort of... Oh, I see. Got it. I was about to say there's a game design mistake there where we're not rewarding the player for exploring, but we're good. Okay. What? Okay, maybe we keep climbing. Guess we gotta jump across there. Oh. Got it. Oddly, as simple as this is, I kind of enjoy it. I think the platforming isn't perfect. It's a little frustrating. And there's not much sound to like give you feedback about if you grabbed a surface or whatnot. That's a good idea. Pixel Game 80, that's a really good idea. I might create something like that. It's not there currently, no, to be honest with you. Like planning out, actually, yes. The story part is in the section related to game design. Yes, the game design document. Yes, but perhaps not to the degree you desire. Okay. Okay, I got up. Good. So there's no sound, so it feels very void. You guys ready to move on to the next game? Y'all ready to move on to the next game? We have some cool little puzzle elements here with platforms. That's fun. I don't know why this graphically reminds me of the Boba Fett game. Do you guys remember that game from GameCube? Cool. Okay. Well, hopefully I provided some feedback there to make it easier or better, helpful to the developer. Yeah. So like, if this is too saturated for you guys, then we'll move on to the next game. If this is too saturated for you guys, there's lots of ways to play with this. You know, you can. What's that noise? Oh, it's the city ambience. Okay, I was like, what is that? Okay, so what you can do is you can reduce the influence of the blue like that and desaturate it. And then you can even reduce the size of this, you know. So you can just play with different variations of saturation, but that's the idea. That's how to use color. And El Paso Elsewhere does this a lot. The flashing head hurts my eyes after a while. So go ahead, guys, provide your feedback for that game as I open up the next game. And this is if the developer's watching and they want to get some feedback. Okay? All right. What do we got here? Next game is called Sinus, which is a hilarious name. Sinus, we always start with the description and see if we can find the hook. I can't find the hook here. I don't know what this hook is. It's not clear to me. But it doesn't always have to be, obviously, but it helps. Shoot, loot, hack, level up, die, upgrade. Okay, sounds like every game. Okay? Shoot, loot, hack, level up, die, upgrade. Yeah. That just sounds like a normal game to me. There's nothing special there. Shoot, loot, hack, level up, die, upgrade. Okay? I would just kill that. What is that going to do for us? Sinus is an action RPG roguelike. Okay, that's down here. So I don't really need that. In a cyberpunk world, well, obviously. So all of this, in my opinion, all of that should be removed. Okay. So let's write this out. How many of you, or all of you, should please understand I'm not a genius here. And also, some of my Steam pages have terrible descriptions, just from old games. So don't think that I'm like perfect here. I'm just going off of what I've learned in the last 2 years, you know, working on Twisted Tower, working with a publisher, and just learning a ton from the podcast and also my previously released games. I've just learned a lot. Shoot, loot, hack, level up, die, upgrade. Sinus is an action RPG roguelike in a cyberpunk world. You just told me, number one, a bunch of generalities, and number two, the genre and the style, which those should not be necessarily in the description, because it's in this and then in this. So hack and take control of powerful turrets. Okay, there's something there. Capture enemies to equip and evolve them. Okay, there we go. There we go. Synergize skills, weapon. There's so many things being said here. You got to find the one thing. So to Early Sun Games, I need you to look through all of this and find the one thing. The one thing that is the most interesting. Synergize skills. You mean combine skills? I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe I'm just missing out on like what's normal for this kind of genre. Weapons and items. Explore generated. What's a generated map? You mean randomly generated maps? To complete missions and stop Sinus, humanity's Why would you want to stop Sinus Humanities? There's a lot of confusion here. This is very confusing. Do we agree in the comments? Yes, no. Yes, no. Do we agree in the comments? Yes, no. Hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy? Do we agree that this is a very confusing description? Shoot, loot, hack, level up, die, upgrade. Sinus is an action RPG roguelike in a cyberpunk world. Hack and take, you just use the hack twice. Hack and take control of powerful turrets, capture enemies to equip and evolve them. That's kind of the same thing, those two things. Synergize skills, weapons, and items. Explore generated maps. What does it mean to be generated? Explore generated maps to complete missions and stop Sinus Humanity's savior. So we need to figure out what the hook is here. So let's watch the trailer. Maybe the hook will tell it. Maybe the hook will be present here. This looks awesome. I don't think that description's doing it justice.
Humans, my last unsolved mystery. I've given you a new planet. I've built you a new home. I will decompile you into raw digital data. No matter how many weapons you find.
Decompile? Shouldn't it be compile? You into raw data? I don't know. This is brilliant.
How many skills you learn. How many missions you complete.
Okay, so there's something here. This is great. I like the word hack. I like the word evolve. And I like the word randomly generated or procedurally generated world maps. What a cool vibe this game has, you know? It's called Sinus, like the nasal sinus, I guess. Something like hack your way through an ever-changing cyberpunk world. The path is yours, or the choice is yours. Will you upgrade to blank, or will you devolve to blank or something? Something quick and focus, something much shorter than this, and focusing on the true hooks, which is hacking, evolving, and then the randomly generated maps. But I would also say the combat is insanely exciting. So I love the idea of it being like a epic shoot 'em up. Jason, what do you think, man? What do you think, Jason? What kind of sentence could we come up with here? A really short, simple sentence. I would love to hear your thoughts as well, guys. The volume seems slightly low for the microphone. Ninja Gaiden NES. What's the genre for that? What's the old classic Ninja Gaiden? Generated map sounds like AI. Sharbo says, Thomas, would you account a YouTube game developer 97% positive review game as a true case study? No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. Having a YouTube community that gives you positive reviews on a game there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to do it myself. But no, it's not a true case study. Cyberpunk Hotline Miami. It's got that vibe. What is this? Roguelite is important. Well, yes, it's important. But do you have to include it in the description? Because it's right here. It's like a Dead Cells shooter. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will admit I'm struggling to find the right description here, but I do think that this needs to be devolved. It needs to be or compiled. It needs to be put into a much more distilled couple of sentences. Right now it feels like clogged sinuses. It's not a hack and slash though. It says you can capture enemies, kind of like Pokemon. Yeah, I would say capture and hack. Hack and capture. Hack and capture enemies. Blast your way. Upgrade and blast your way through a randomly generated cyberpunk world. I like that. Okay, so here's the idea. Something like this. You are Sinus. No, that's too much. Hack and capture enemies. Upgrade and blast your way through a procedurally generated cyberpunk world. This is something kind of, I think, this is close to what we need here. I don't know exactly how to incorporate the story here. Synergize skills, weapons. There's just so much that, and it's not a problem that there's so much to do here. Or it's not that there's too much to do in the game. It's just it needs to be more focused here. Hack and capture enemies, upgrade and blast your way through a procedurally generated cyberpunk world. Something like that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit play here. Not my best work, I will admit. But let's go ahead and hit enter play mode here. Or enter play mode. Play. With an enormous array of weapons, yeah. Okay, hang on one sec, guys. Oh, and by the way, guys, those of you just joining us, just remember you can join Full-Time Game Dev below for 50% off. I've extended it for 1 day just to account for the extra, the remaining 20 seats. So check it out below if you're interested in joining Full-Time Game Dev. Oh, this feels so good. Oh! Options. Let's look at the options menu. Brilliant. I mean, it just feels really good. Who do I want to play as? Tina! Hi, Tina. Look at this. Tina is part of the first human generation born in another galaxy. After a deranged childhood, she founded a group known as the Resistance. Since then, they have been cleansing the streets of abusive agents and fighting for a better tomorrow. Now recognized as a threat, she is being hunted to be silenced. This is awesome. This feels so good. Welcome to your training. Follow my lead and you will be ready in no time. Oh, that feels good. Oh. This is hilarious. Look at that. That reminds me of GoldenEye. Oh. This music is awesome. What? I freaking love this. Look at the way I can back up. Oh! That music is awesome. Hold shift to dash. Hold shift to dash. Use move direction to control your dash. What? This music is awesome. I love it. This is so good. It just feels so good. Oh, yes. Press tab to open your OR pad. Wait, what just happened? Wait, what? Where'd my weapon go? Oh, it's right here. Equipped. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Aim. Press this and press that to shoot. This feels super good, guys. Oh, man. This is awesome. This is one of the best games I've played on these streams. It just feels really good. Okay, I'm out of ammo. Let's go get some ammo. Hold right click and aim towards enemy agents when very close for a melee attack. Okay. Wait, what? Hold this to aim towards an enemy agent when very close for a melee attack. Okay. Oh, I see. So I'm out of ammo. Well, I need some more ammo, don't I? Oh. Oh, that's awesome. I love that I can crawl up walls. That is so great. Shoot that turret. This is a brilliant game. Man, too bad about the description. I just feel like it doesn't really do this game justice. Virtualize. Okay, I'm hacking turrets. Aim from mouse, press to shoot. Nice, got it. That's so cool. Press shift to dash out of turrets. Oh man, I hate upgrades. That's just because I'm not smart enough. You are now able to hack and control these agents. Okay, very cool. 14914. Oh, interesting. They have rarities and different hacking requirements. So hacking is a huge part of this game. The hacking and this pixelated classic platforming style. Those are the two big things I feel make this game interesting. So the hook is hacking and then this sort of classic... What game is this similar to? Does anybody know in the chat? What classic game is this similar to? No, Mike, Jemmy, I don't agree. I personally don't agree. I like these distant games where the camera's far away. There's something really precious about them. Hold hold space to take blueprint. Get close and stay close to hack those agents. Oh. That's so cool. Hacking, hacking, hacking. Nice. This needs to be super present in the trailer and the marketing material. I'm sorry. And I just don't think it is. This is great. I need a key or something. Oh, sorry. Manage your agents in your OR pad. Press 1 to command your agent. So these are my agents. Okay. Whoops. So how do I tell him what to do, though? Oh, 1 and 2. That's so cool. Guard, follow, guard, attack, follow. Got it. So fun. And the teaching in this game is really well done. Everything is being taught precisely. Open that chest and equip the passive item. Rare shock helmet, equip. Combine passive weapons, agents, and skills to create overpowered builds. Nice. This is great. Nice. Well, we haven't really gotten to... honestly, I don't... The blue... 70% of the screen being blue, it doesn't bother me for some reason. I'm not sure why. Press Q to activate your ability. Check this out. Graphics have changed. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that awesome planet. This is just so artfully done. I detected the decryptor in a different location. You'll need to find a key to gain access. Find the boss key. Let's go. Contracts available. I love that you can climb walls. That's hilarious. So I need to go find a boss key. Ooh, I can teleport. Yeah, I totally agree with Honest Dev Games. Jumping sounds, woo! Thank you, game dev, who understands what a character should sound like. I totally agree. Ooh, nice lighting. This looks like it's actual 2D lighting, by the way. I think a lot of this, guys, why this looks so beautiful, I think this is for real 2D lighting in Unity, as opposed to it being graphics. Oh, come on. Oh, man, that feels good. Woo! Give me a little bit less overheating there. Just while we start. Make me feel really cool at first. Atari. That's awesome. So I will say the game is, for me, just because I told you guys this, I've said it a million times. I have bad memory. I'm not good at learning things. I'm fairly ADD. At least I think I am. Like, pretty bad. I have terrible memory. So these kind of games I'm not good at. but I can tell this is a really fun concept. So it's pretty complicated, pretty complex, but I think I've seen enough to know what to rate this. Okay, I've rated Beer Runner and Sinus. Let's go to the next game. Do you guys have any feedback for Sinus? Your thoughts on Sinus? I think it's, personally, I feel like it's pretty special. I think there's a really good game in there. By the way, we might have bonus time to play the Demonologist today. But we're going to jump into the next game. The next game is called Anti-Shoot. I still don't understand the title. I don't either, but it's memorable, isn't it? But like, really quick, I just want to go back to the store page here. Do we agree? I want to make sure that the developer gets good feedback here if they watch this video. Do we agree that this is way too much and just way too confusing? Don't you feel like we need to be much more precise with this language and short and clean and concise? Yes or no? Metaverse says, amazing menus. The dev should feel confident the game is good. Yes, we agree. Okay. Early Sun Games. What else did they make? So they've only made Sinus. What a great game. I would never be able to play it. It's just too complicated. Well, Jason, if I'm going to argue with you, you said you don't put a lot of effort into reading descriptions. Yeah, but you might for the first sentence, right? And also the first sentence is a great exercise for the player. I'm sorry, for the developer, because if the developer can't write the first sentence, it's going to be very hard for them to make a good trailer. Because the first sentence should be your single sentence pitch. It should make sense in your first sentence what the game is. If you can't do that, then your game might be a little too watered down. So this right here, yeah, that right there did a really good job, but I wish it said a sentence like this. I wish it said it like somewhere in here that was like, hack and possess every enemy in the game. Boom, there's your hook. Hack and possess every enemy in the game. Yep. Should be called synergies. I agree, actually. Synergy, I believe, is taken. Synergy. I think Sinus is actually pretty easy to remember, so I don't know if I would change it. I think Sinus is a cool name, honestly. But it makes me think of a nose. All right, let's move on to Anti-Shoot. I don't like descriptions that include the name of the game right there because I just saw it. You're just wasting time. It's a big time game. Steam pages. You go anti-shoot, anti-shoot, anti-shoot. Oh, you just wasted like 3 seconds. And you've got like 5 seconds to capture their attention. It's a first-person action. What? Action? Fast-paced shooter? Okay, how can we fix that? This is so important. It's not necessarily because the description is important. It's because you need to create a single sentence pitch that dictates everything else in your game's marketing. Fast-paced shooter. We do not need first person. There you go. Action-packed. That's great. I totally agree with you, Jason. Action-packed, fast-paced shooter. Guys, why are we doing this? Why am I so obsessed with this? Because when you're pitching to a publisher, when you're pitching on Kickstarter, when you're creating the trailer, when you're marketing this thing on Twitter, when you're trying to get wish lists, When you're creating your thumbnail art, everything, it needs to be that one sentence. Everything communicates that one sentence. Okay? An action-packed, fast-paced shooter where your only goal is to defeat the creatures that kill you. Okay, what? That's the same as every single shooter in the world. So you need to make it clearer. An action, fast-paced shooter an action-packed, fast-paced shooter where your only goal is to defend against the ever-increasing onslaught of enemies. Now, if the enemies, give me just a sec here. I'm working this out. That come and kill you. Well, of course they do. It's a shooter. We need to create some kind of horde mentality to defend against the hordes of ever-increasing hordes of enemies. Shoot and rocket jump through enemies to gain glory on the leaderboards. Rocket jumping I don't know if that's a good enough hook to put in your description. Blast and rocket jump. I guess we can do that. Shoot and rocket jump through enemies to gain glory on. And I removed through enemies because we already talked about enemies. Something like that. Action-packed, fast-paced shooter where your only goal is to defend against ever-increasing hordes of enemies. Shoot and rocket jump to gain glory on the leaderboards. Yeah, there's something there. Anti-shoot. What does anti-shoot mean? Because I'm literally shooting right now. Yeah, what does anti-shoot mean? Okay. I'm not sure there's much of a hook here. And it could be that we just solve this with visuals. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit play here. Anti-shoot, yeah. I think they're trying to combine anti-gravity with shooting. Name has a hook. Game looks like it doesn't have a hook. I completely agree with Jason. It's like, it looks like you use guns to shoot. If I was the developer and I had a game called Anti-Shoot, I would immediately say, you do not shoot. Shooting is jumping. That's it. That's all it is. And different weapons. Man, that is such a good hook. That is such a good hook. The Anti-Shoot game. That is a really strong hook. That is a really strong hook. Anti-shoot. The game where you don't shoot. The game where your guns are used to jump. Right? Something like that. You know what I mean, guys? The game where your guns are used to shoot. Or, I'm sorry, to jump. And that is it. There's no real shooting in the game. That's fun. What a great idea. Anti-shoot. I beat you to it, Jason, but it's a good idea. Yeah, dodging bullets and using guns to blast your way and jump. So the guns are a propelling force, and that's it. So it sounds like I think Jason has put it really, really well. The game doesn't seem to carry the hook that the name does. But let's go ahead and hit play here and take a look. Dan, we're not redesigning his game. We're just saying that the title implies something. And when your title implies something and it doesn't follow through on the actual game itself, it can be a problem because people don't get their expectations met. So these are pixelated guns, but the text isn't, and that's really odd. Okay. Let's go to campaign. I don't know what 1 means, but okay, there's no reload. Movement feels good. I want to make my mouse a little bit faster. What? Whoa, this is not good. Pressing escape takes you back to the main menu. So if you want to make a change to something, you have to restart. Whoa, that didn't save. Okay. Okay. Well, it's going to have to be... Yeah, that's going to be tough for a demo. Your demo really does need to be perfect. I mean, it's a small, perfect slice of your game. Movement feels good. That feels great. Nice. I need sounds when I hit something. I need. Where's the blood sound? I just died for some reason. Give me a little bit more room there to slide. Yeah, this whole like pixelated low resolution is bothering me. It's not really doing the job that we think it should. Yeah, it's set to 3840 by 2160, yet I'm getting just this pixelated look that doesn't really serve the game. I wouldn't do that. I would just make it nice and clean. There's no reason to do this pixelated look because this isn't a true pixelated like cultic game. I don't know if you guys have seen Cultic. This is just a forced lower resolution in Unity, and I'm not sure it really does much for us. Okay, for some reason, there we go. Whoa. Goodness. Shoot header enemy from behind to kill. Oh my word, they'll just spawn on you. What is that? Okay, I have infinite ammo. I was being conservative, but I have infinite ammo. Movement feels really good. Gun feels really good. Oh! Woo! Okay, let's see here. I wish it would like auto-save right here, so I don't have to keep going through that beginning. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit play here. Shoot the header enemy from behind. What's a header enemy from behind? Oh, I see that. What? If you're gonna have these arena shooters, you need to start me with a really simple arena. But let's go ahead and... There's like 5 enemies almost immediately. do I get that? There we go. Okay, got it. Why do the bullets fly up there? What is that? What is happening there? I think it's because the bullets are actual projectiles and not ray casts, which could be problematic. I don't know. Scroll to change weapons. Okay. All right. Shoot into the ground while in the air with the shotgun. That's fun. I love that. All right. I wish there was a feeling of going up, even though I know we're loading into a new scene. I wish there was a feeling of going up. Maybe show the elevator move just for a split second. Oh. So far, it feels good, though. Now that I kind of understand the loop here. There's no death sound either, and I don't know why I'm dying necessarily. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, I'm out of ammo now. Okay, so this is infinite, whereas this is not. Why are you not dying? There we go. These guys are annoying. So there's not really a theme here. It's just shooting and weird enemies. I wish there was more of a theme, like aliens or rats versus cats or terrorists or I don't know. Some kind of theme or motive. Like, where am I? What's the point? And it definitely, just to confirm our previous suspicion, it doesn't really mean, like, anti-shoot means nothing, right? And to one of you, I think, said, don't redesign the person's game. Well, I'm not redesigning the game. I'm saying that this definitely doesn't imply anti-shooting. This is, like, quite literally just shoot, you know? And these guys are pretty tough. I would slow those down. They're lerping, or they're smooth. Their look at speed, because they're pretty fast, or pretty fast. It's hard to get behind them, but that feels pretty good. Yeah, this does feel really good. I don't want to die yet. Nice. So I need to, like, kill those things. This is kind of fun, though, the onslaught of enemies. I think it's kind of funny. Cool. Okay. What? That's hilarious. Cool. All right, I can give that a score. All right, I think we're ready to go ahead and review the games. There's a save button in the settings menu. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Jarithia says, if you plan to make ammo unlimited for most guns, maybe call it something like bullets included or infinite ammo. Or if it was a laser gun. If it was a laser gun with just a laser sound and maybe it had a purple emissive around or running down the barrel of the gun. It's the same gun, but it has a purple emissive. and it makes a laser sound, then it would feel more like an infant ammo gun. That was a little confusing. Okay, guys, I think we're ready to vote. Are we ready to vote, guys? So go ahead and click the link below, and I want you guys, only if you saw every game do I want you to vote. If you didn't see every single game, either back up and take a look at the games and then come back to live and then vote, or don't vote at all and just leave your comments in the chat, because we don't want it to be unfair where only the last games get like a extra votes, you know. While you guys vote, one final reminder. This video is sponsored by myself. I like to avoid sponsorships if I can, although, to be honest, I'm probably going to take a couple sponsorships this year. But anyway, this is sponsored by me, my course, Full-Time Game Dev. So thanks for watching, and thanks for checking out Full-Time Game Dev if you do want to check it out. It is 50% off. This is everything I've learned in the last decade of making indie games and building an indie game studio from my bedroom to then my home office. You also learn 2D and 3D art from an indie game developer who's in the trenches making his third commercial release. I'm currently published by 3D Realms. I'm making a game called Twisted Tower. My games do well on Steam. They have very positive scores. I sold one of my games to Apple Arcade. That was amazing. That was a really fun day. And then finally, I've signed 3 publisher deals. So, point being, I know how to go full-time, and in fact, even my students have gone full-time. Chris Stair went full-time. Bert Mamsar went full-time. Everflux Games went full-time. Soltar went full-time. Antonio, Thomas Stewart. All of these students went full-time with funding, right? They figured out how to get funding for their games, and that's what I teach, on top of how to make a game in Unreal, Unity, or Godot. Whichever engine you want to learn, you can learn in Full-Time Game Dev. Take your pick. It's 50% off for the next 21 hours. The reason I extended the sale is because there's 20 seats left out of the total amount. So I felt like I should just keep the sale going for another day. So check it out below if you're interested. Okay. All right. We ready? We ready? Oh, is the description not on X? Let me add it to X really quick. The poll. I'm going to add the poll to X, and then we're going to take a look, guys, at the total. The vote. Sorry, what am I saying? On X, I've left the link in the description to vote. Okay? All right, go ahead and vote below if you're on Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the poll, okay? Let's take a look at the results. I'm going to guess the winner is Sinus. Second place is Anti-Shoot, and third place is Beer Runner. Let's take a look. Okay, it looks like Beer Runner beat Anti-Shoot. We have a total of 50 votes. If you've seen all the games, please vote, guys. We've got, how many people are watching right now? 779 people are watching. So Jason says, call Twitter by its proper Christian name, Twitter. Or call X by its proper Christian name, Twitter. Jamie says, I've been loving the interviews, Thomas. Really amazing content on this channel. Thank you so much for the content and the hard work. Well, thank you guys for those of you who buy my courses, because it keeps the podcast going and means a lot to me. So it looks like Sinus overwhelmingly won. Like, holy crap. Beer Runner is the clear second. I don't know. I don't agree. I really don't. I think Anti-Shoot is clearly the second, because Anti-Shoot at least has some kind of loop that is clear from the beginning. The movement feels a lot better. It's more, the style is clearer. I think Beer Runner, I feel like it's just all over the place. So yeah, guys, that's what we've got for these 3 games. If you liked any of these games, please wishlist the game below. I know one game that I'm going to wishlist, which is Sinus. Okay? I think Sinus deserves my wish list. Don't ever wish list a game out of pity or trying to help the developer. Why should you? We'll leave with one final question here, guys. Why is it a bad idea, and why is it a disservice to wish list a game that you don't want? Do you know why? Does anybody know why? Anybody know why? Oh, you want me to play Demonologist? You guys want to play Demonologist with me? Who wants to stick around for Demonologist? Anti-shoot will be repetitive after 6 minutes. It messes up the ratio, that's right. Yeah, you don't want a crazy weird conversion rate. You don't want a 1% conversion rate. Do you guys want to play Demonologist? It's, yeah, very bad statistics. You don't want that. Let's go ahead and play Demonologist. Feel free to stick around, guys. Let's go. And we won't be really be reviewing anything here. We're just going to play. I think this is an indie game. Clock Wizard Games. Whoa. Freaking Unreal. Ugh. Unreal is so frustrating. It's just slow. Turn the sound up here. I love games that don't have menus. Never mind. Okay, that's the main menu. Oh, it's TVs, I see. Single player multiplayer lobby is required to vote on a map. Loadout. This motion blur is killing my brain. Off, please. Anti-aliasing, I'm going to set it to low or medium. Shading, medium. It looks so much better. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just old. I like my games to have crisp, non-motion blur, no motion blur, and not so much... not so many post-processing effects. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and explore this house. This is cool. Banshee. Ooh, that's creepy. I kind of wish there was a little bit more bloom, though. I told you I wasn't going to review this game, but here I am. Is this Unreal? I think it's Unreal, right? Although now I'm starting to question myself now that the motion blur is gone. Okay, so there's not much to do here other than get started. I want to look out those windows. Notice how stuff's in front. Oh, no, we're good. That's fun. I love the sounds. This feels great. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Single player. Let's go. Do you want to allow public and private networks? Yeah. Okay, I'm in single player here. There's our loadout. I don't know if I'm going to understand this game. I guess I got to choose this. Yeah, I don't know if it's Unreal, actually. Old house. Pub. So what do I do? Does anyone know what I do here? Am I missing something? That's so weird. I love that. Why do I not know what to do? Oh, I click start. There we go. It's a little, what's the word? Jittery. Oh, that's awesome. Let's increase the brightness. Yeah, I think this might be Unity, actually. Yeah, it feels like Unity. Nice. Yeah, I just can't see. Am I missing something? Do I not have a flashlight? So I guess the goal is to find the light switches. Or at least at the start. Yeah. Cool. This is awesome. Oh, jeez. That terrified me, actually. Who's there? This is super creepy. Oh, no. What is that? Oh, goodness. Does that really say my name? Oh, my goodness. I'm getting kind of scared, guys, to be completely honest. Uh-oh, we have AI art? Maybe, maybe not. Kind of looks like it. You never know these days. This looks awesome. Let's take a vote. Is this AI art? Yes or no? This one looks the most like it. Look at their hands. Why are they sitting on elephants? Maybe I need to say Victoria into the mic. Good grief, what was that? Oh no. Well, I'm officially scared now, guys. What? Where did that book go? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm a little bit scared, to be completely honest with you. My hands are sweating. Dream. Oh, please, Lord. Stop. Stop. Victoria. Victoria. Or... Victoria. I don't know. My name is... Is it push to talk? Voice chat. Push to talk V. Was it Victoria, guys? Victoria. 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 Oh, Simona. Simona. Hazel. Okay, let's figure this out because I really like... Yes, okay, it worked. Okay, it was Hazel. Whoa. Did it work? I'm just like really scared actually. Oh gosh. Not this room again. So this is interesting. Is it something like various sort of haunted houses that you just basically get to play and there's a story in each one? If so, I think that would be so cool. So was it Hazel or It's Magna. Oh, fudge. Golly. I almost started crying on the stream. Haven't had a jump scare like that since I was like 10. Okay, anyways. I don't think this is fair. I need to make it louder for you guys. It might not be AI art because that model looked really good. Show me. Stop it! Please stop with the faces. Anger. Wait, what was that? What is that? It's so dark. Oh no, I'm like stuck. There we go. Stop it! I love how all the jump scares are like triggered by light switches. So I've been through here. Okay, I guess I can go up here now? No. Oh gosh, stop it! I can't see anything. Okay, so I think I need to do something in here. It's like a haunted house, basically. Where's the flashlight? My hands are like shaking, by the way. Like truly, this kind of stuff freaks me out. Do you want to play with me? No thanks. Where do I go? Do you guys have any ideas? Maybe I need to interact with something in here. I think it's something in here. I just can't see. What? What? I just saw something. I don't know what that was. I can't see anything in here. Use the mic. You said C. What? Oh yeah, the mic. I forgot. Do you want to play with me? What do I say? C? Well, what about this? Is there a hint here? Anger. Okay. What's the mic? G? Or... What? Oh, I said anger. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Penalty 30% ghost. Yeah, sorry. I don't... I didn't quite understand the mechanic of push to talk. I couldn't figure out, is it push to talk or not? I kind of wish there was like you could see that you were talking and that it was actually capturing your voice, but I don't know. Okay. There's our loadout. Okay, so did I make some money? I didn't make any money. I don't know how to make money. that's fun. And there you can have like a team. Flashlight 2 out of 4. Ooh, I could get a new one, but I don't have any money. So I played the old house. Oh, I can have a loadout of a flashlight, but I have to buy it. How do I make money? This is so cool. What a great idea. Although, what game did you guys say this game was similar to? Okay. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I love you very much.